Hey Scorpio, welcome to your general reading. This will be for anyone that has a prominent placement in Scorpio in their natal chart. I will call out any major arcanas if they do come out. My upper lip just started itching really bad. For my OG watchers, you know I'm an intuitive reader. For those that are just now watching, I'm an intuitive reader. I don't just read the meaning of the card, so bear that in mind. Only take what resonates. If the shoe doesn't fit, don't wear it. All other information is down below in the description box. And let's see what we got cooking. Good looking. I've been breaking in this new deck. I really like it. It's got good cardstock. I've been traveling, so there's been a little bit of a delay for the last 4 zodiac signs from the last batch of videos I put out. I'm sorry. I just had other things I've had to do. All right. Let's see what we have for our Scorpios. We have the 4 of Cups. In this deck, these are lotuses, and lotuses that bloom out of the mud is very symbolic for being able to bloom out of trying times or having a hard time mentally and getting past that, or going through grief and being able to hold it in a way that you'll be able to carry it and also, operate in day-to-day life. But 4 of Cups can also mean being just content, healing. For some, it can mean depression. As the cards come out, we'll see what else is there. But that's basically the meaning behind the lotus, is being the daisy that's able to break through the concrete sidewalk. 4 of Cups for Scorpio. We have the 6 of Swords. That is a good vibe. That is a good energy. I feel like you guys have triumphed through something and you're on the other side of it. You've gotten out of the tunnel. You followed the light, basically. 4 of Cups and the 6 of Swords. The 6 of Swords is being very content. The 5 of Swords is struggling. It is. It's struggling. Either your ego's triggered, you're in pain, you've been hurt, you've been, going back and forth with somebody, drama. The 6 of Swords is no longer dealing with that. So the 4 of Cups could be very symbolic of getting through a very trying time, and now mentally you're on the other side. Again, you've gone through the light at the end of the tunnel. You're on the outside of the tunnel now. 6 of Swords, 4 of Cups. These keep flipping over in the middle of the deck, which is interesting. We have the 8 of Wands. Yeah, definitely moving forward. High speed ahead. This is wand energy. This is just energy in general, but you do have the energy of moving forward. You're not looking behind you. You're not looking in the rearview mirror. You are moving forward. You are moving beyond this. You are letting this go. 8 of Wands. I feel like you've become very adaptable through whatever it is you've gone through, Scorpio, or that's like a characteristic that you've now molded to be part of your personality, which is going to benefit you later on. I don't feel like anything's not for a rhyme or a reason. There's always a lesson to be learned, or some type of growth to be had. But I feel like for you guys, growth was around being able to adapt. Work with multiple personalities in the future, maybe with whatever job you do, being able to adapt around different energies, from very brash and harsh to very calm and peaceful. Whatever it may be, I feel like you're going to take lessons from the situation you triumph through. But there's definitely a moving forward energy, and it's very quick. Very, very quick. I don't feel like there was hesitation from whatever you're moving on from. I don't feel like you were regretful of the decision you made, and I just don't feel any hesitancy. You knew it was the right thing. You know it's the right thing. And you're not hurt by the decision is kind of what I want to say. You're not hurt by the decision you've had to make. You might be hurt by the actions that led you to have to make a decision you had to make, but the decision you had to make, you didn't feel any type of way about. It's kind of what I'm vibing with. The 8 of Wands and the 6 of Swords. Again, there's no major arcanas out here. As I say that, probably one will pop out. But that definitely means that this is energy that you're either before or behind. I don't feel like you're presently dealing with the very big impact of it. I don't feel like it's happening tomorrow, and I don't feel like it happened yesterday. I feel like this was weeks ago, months ago, or will be in a few months, in a few weeks. 5 of Cups. The Page of Pentacles. There's definitely connections or connection lost in whatever it is you had to triumph out of. There is a lot of platonic energy here on the board, so it could have been a friend, it could have been a business partner, it could have been a Coworker, could have been a family member. It was a very, very close relationship with the Page of Pentacles there. There was loyalty and there was value in that relationship is what I'm getting, because the Page of the Pentacles is all about value. It's all about monetary value. So that relationship brought you a lot of value. That relationship brought you a lot of loyalty. That relationship was a good relationship. But I feel like somehow it went sour. There was a negative energy surrounding this. I feel like you did grieve this relationship. I feel like you did more in this relationship. For some of you guys, I feel like you cut someone off cold turkey. It could have been someone that was in your family, like a narcissistic family member or a friend that was that way, or very egotistical, or someone that was very selfish. I feel like there was a lot of history there with the Page of Pentacles. I feel like years with this person. It didn't go the way you anticipated for it to go, and you definitely had to move through some negative emotions in regards to it. But again, you're on the outside of that tunnel. Like, you got through that time in your life. I feel like you just kept moving forward. You just kept it trucking. You just kept putting one foot in front of the other. I don't feel like, yeah, I'm getting like a grin and bear it. Like, you just grinned and you bared it. Like, you just muscled through it. I feel like it was horrible and devastating, but you just like muscled through it. You showed great strength. Character. Definitely strengthened your character and your willpower through this situation, because I feel like you did have to will yourself through something. Through the loss of a connection. And it doesn't feel like death. There's no death cards out here, so it definitely feels like somebody that's still alive, where you just had to cut the connection off. Five of Cups, Page of Pentacles. The Nine of Swords. Yeah, this connection made you very anxious. It always made you thinking, what's next? How are they going to act today? Always on your toes. Don't want to say the wrong thing. I feel like you were tiptoeing around this individual and this person. But definitely had a lot of anxiety, and you don't have that anymore. You realize that what they brought into your life was more negatively impactful than positive because of their absence. And I feel like that's also why you're not bothered by the decision you've had to make, but you've also realized that you don't have that anxiety anymore, and you know now it's associated with them. Yeah, Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Wands, and the Death card. So right now, Scorpio, if you're watching this when this is timestamped, astrologically it is blast from the past energy. Mercury retrograde is in full effect right now. We just went into Mercury retrograde from the pre-season, pre-shadow. So if you are watching this during a Mercury retrograde period, whether it's now or a different time when you're watching this and we're also going through a retrograde energy, this could definitely be indicating that this person could be coming back. There's two aces here. Those are ones. Those are new beginnings. Those are starts. The starts of the two houses. Renewal. There's a Death card here. It died. Let's renew it. Let's bring it back to life. Fall could have been very significant here is what I'm getting to. But this is a connection that no longer exists. Somebody wants to try again. I'm almost getting like a trial and error, like that first go around, which is a trial and error. Like, this is the real deal this time. Or I'm going to show up as a better friend. I'm going to show up as a better mother, father, brother, sister, cousin, aunt, uncle, neighbor, whatever it may be. Someone's trying to renew a connection with you. These came out together. This is a separate energy. Scorpio, you could be someone trying to renew it, but the Death card is you. This is your major arcana. There was a major ending in my Scorpio's lives. A major ending, a connection that no longer is in your life. Someone that's no longer close to you. Ace of Pentacles and Ace of Wands. Ace of Pentacles, again, is a very big card indicating commitment. So they definitely don't want to come around in a very flighty energy, like, hey, I'm here for the weekend, bye, or hey, I'm here, let's hang out for the next 24 hours, bye. Like, that's not the energy here. And yes, this could be romantic. This could have been romantic. But I do feel it both ways, platonic, romantic. So I don't want to just say this is a romantic thing, because there's definitely platonic energy all over this. So this definitely could be somebody that you platonically love, but someone wants to try again. Something that's been dead and buried, they want to unbury it, basically. But again, you've realized there's a lot of benefits of that person not being in your life. Their absence has made you realize those things. even if you were resistant of the absence at first, and it was hard and it was hurtful and you had to work through some negative emotions, but now you're like, dang, now that I'm past the brunt of that, the shock of that, I'm realizing that that person brought a lot more chaos to my life than good. And I wouldn't have known that if I was still immersed in their energy. Sometimes when we're around people and their energy is really intense, we can become caked in it almost, like a film. And it's hard for people that aren't as spiritually in tune or self-aware or in tune with themselves or empathic or energy aware, that what they're feeling and what they're immersed in is somebody else. Okay. We have the gorilla. Take the time to listen compassionately to those you love, especially your family members. For those of you that cut off a family member, this individual definitely doesn't think that the nail's in the coffin. They might shout. I was doing a shout out on Facebook for some reason. Maybe they'll shout you out like, happy birthday to my kid. But I don't know. Or shoot you a text or something. I'm not totally sure. But this, again, was a connection that was in Scorpio's life. The connection doesn't exist anymore. The person exists. I feel the person exists. I feel that death card is symbolic of the situation, the connection no longer existing, but the person still existing. The two, aces, ace of wands, ace of pentacles, this person's definitely looking to see if they can get this relationship another go. You're realizing that there's a lot more chaos and you have a lot more anxiety with this person in your life, and that their absence made you realize that, and that you're on the other side of that and you feel good again. You definitely had to move through some heavy emotions though with whatever decision you made. But just brace yourself if this person does reach out, because they are intentional about wanting to try again with you. The ball's in your court with that, but I love you, Scorpio. Personal reading information is down below. If you need anything else, that should also be down below, but I love you guys. I wish you the very, very best.